बसेरा। ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। ओम की इस मधुर ध्वनि से किया परिवर्तन। प्रेम शांति सिखा के बदला सभी का जीवन। आदिदेव प्रजापिता श्री बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। सोहनी सूरत मोहनी मूरत, ज्ञान के मोती। भव्य मुख पर चंद्रमासी, चमकती ज्योति। दिव्य दर्शन दिव्य वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। विश्व में थी पाप की जब घटा छाई, तब विभूति आप जैसी धरती पे आई। एक तार में बंध के सारे बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे। ओम
ओम शांति। ओम शांति। ओम शांति। Today is Satguruvar. The true father, the true teacher, and the true Satguru, he tells us the true words, or he gives us the true teachings. So Baba's teachings are true as well as sweet. In today's elevated versions, Baba tells his children, he gives this title. What's that title? You children have become more, your activities are of babies. A baby has that intelligence to remember the father. However, Baba tells that you are even more babyish than babies because you don't even remember the father. You must remember the father and you must become like the father. Because Baba doesn't have arrogance or attitude about anything, so we must make our nature very easy. And remember the father, And the study which is taught by the father enables the children become the king of kings. If someone studies, if someone studies or takes up the medical study from day one, the student will have that goal that he will definitely become a doctor. So they will not have any doubt about whether they become or not. So why do you children have such thoughts that whether do I become the king of kings or not? You must keep an aim. I must become the king of kings. So then your effort will pick that speed. Let's listen. Let's listen the Sakar Murli of Bap Dada. Today's date is 15th May. Baba says, sweet children, make your nature as easy as the Father's. You shouldn't have any arrogance. Let your intellect be filled with knowledge, not arrogance. Question: while doing service, many children, they are even more younger than the babies. How? Answer: many children keep on doing the service. They of course relate the knowledge to others. However, they don't remember the Father. They say, Baba, I forget to remember you. So Baba also calls them the ones who are younger than babies, because children don't forget their father. The father, the father who makes you the prince or princess, why do you forget such a father? If you forget the father, then how can you receive the inheritance? While working with your hands, you must remember the Father. Om Shanti. The aim and objective is very clear in front of you, children. Children also know that the Father is in an ordinary body, and of course that's old one. In the golden age, even they become old. but still they still remain happy that they are going to become a child.
ये भी जानते हैं,
This is also known.
इनको ये खुशी है
This one has that happiness that he is going to become that.
बच्चे जैसी चलन हो जाती
And the activity also becomes like that of child
सी रहते हैं,
and remains as easy as a child.
घमंड आदि कुछ नहीं रहता,
There is no arrogance, etc.
ज्ञान की बुद्धि है,
Because their intellect is
जैसी
knowledgeful, right?
बुद्धि है,
As is this one's, that is Brahma Baba's. So yours also should be of that,
याद है
whatever Baba remembers.
नशा,
The same intoxication even we should have.
बाबा हमको पढ़ाने आए,
Baba has come to teach us
हम ये बनेंगे,
and we become this.
तो तुम बच्चों को ये खुशी अंदर में होनी चाहिए।
So you children should have this happiness inside.
हम ये शरीर छोड़ जाकर ये बनेंगे,
We leave these bodies, go and become that.
राजयोग सीख रहे हैं,
We are learning Raj Yoga now.
छोटे बच्चे अथवा बड़े,
Small children or adults, everyone will have to leave the body.
सबके लिए पढ़ाई एक ही है,
And this study is common to
ये भी
everyone.
कहते हैं हम राजयोग सीख रहे हैं,
Even Brahma Baba also tells that he is also learning
फिर
Raj
हम
Yoga.
जाकर
Then
प्रिंस
he
बने।
goes and becomes the prince.
तुम भी कहते हो
You also say
प्रिंस प्रिंसेस बने,
that you become the prince or princess.
तुम पढ़ रहे
You are now studying
प्रिंसेस बनने के लिए,
in order to become the prince or princess.
अंत मते सुख गति हो जाएगी।
Your final thoughts will lead you to your destination.
बुद्धि में ये निश्चय है,
It's your intellects have that faith that you will become the prince from a beggar.
ये बेगर दुनिया की खत्म होनी,
This world of beggars is going to end, and you children should have so much happiness.
बाबा बच्चों को भी आप समान बनाते हैं,
Baba makes you children equal to himself.
जो बाबा मम्मा पढ़े,
What Brahma Baba Mama studied, and they kept that aim and objective. The same aim and objective should be ours.
बाबा बच्चों को भी समान बनाते हैं,
Baba makes you children equal to himself. Shiv Baba says,
हमको तो प्रिंस प्रिंसेस बनना नहीं,
he doesn't want to become prince or princess.
ब्रह्मा बाबा
And this Baba, that is Brahma Baba, says,
को बनना,
I would like to become.
शिव बाबा कहते हैं नहीं बनना,
Shiv Baba says he doesn't want to become, and Brahma Baba says, I want to become.
बनना। हम पढ़ रहे हैं ये बनने के लिए,
And we are studying to become that. It's Raj Yoga, right?
बच्चे भी कहते हैं
Children also say,
हम प्रिंस प्रिंसेस बनेंगे,
we will become prince and princess.
बाप कहते हैं
The father says,
बिल्कुल ठीक,
it's
अभी बनेंगे,
it's good.
तुम भी बने, बिल्कुल ठीक बात।
Father Brahma also becomes, and your children also become. It's good.
ये
So Baba
इम्तिहान
says,
है,
may there be a rose in your mouth, and this is the
तो बड़ी समझ
exam for becoming that, and this knowledge is so simple.
करना है,
You must remember the father and remember the future inheritance.
इस याद करने में भी मेहनत,
Of course, it requires
इस याद में
a
रहेंगे,
great effort to remember both.
फिर
If you stay in the
अंत में
remembrance,
सो
then your final thoughts will lead you to your destination.
सन्यासी लोग मिसाल देते हैं,
Sannyasis,
कौन सी मिसाल?
they give an example. What's that?
कोई कहते हैं मैं भैंस हूँ,
They give this example that as you think you will become, so someone was told to repeat this, that I'm a buffalo, and he started assuming or saying that frequently. So Baba calls all those things as rubbish.
की बातें
Here it's the matter of a religion.
बच्चों को समझाते
So the
हैं,
father explains his children,
ज्ञान तो बड़ा सहज है,
this knowledge is so simple,
परंतु याद में मेहनत,
but it requires a great deal of effort to be in the
बाबा
remembrance of the
अक्सर
father.
कहते हैं,
Baba often says,
तुम तो बेबी हो,
you are a baby.
तो बच्चे के उलाहने आते हैं कि क्या हम बेबी हैं?
So children complain and ask, Baba, am I a baby?
बाबा कहते हैं हाँ,
Baba says, yes, you are a baby.
भल ज्ञान तो बहुत अच्छा है,
Of course, you have a
प्रदर्शनी
knowledge
सर्विस बहुत
and you do a very good service at exhibitions,
रात दिन सर्विस में लग
and you constantly keep yourself busy in service. Despite doing everything, Baba still calls me baby.
बाप कहते हैं ये ब्रह्मा भी बेबी,
Shiv Baba tells, even Brahma Baba is a baby.
बाप और बच्चे सब बेबी
Father Brahma and his children all are babies.
हैं, तुम हमारे से भी बड़े हो,
This Baba says,
बहुत
you are greater than I am, because he has so many responsibilities.
बहुत जिम्मेवारियां,
Because Baba had so many responsibilities, because he had to manage all the things.
सब ख्यालात रहते हैं,
So he will have many
इतने
things to
समाचार
manage.
बाबा के पास आते हैं,
How much Baba
इसलिए
receives a lot of news from
फिर
everywhere.
सुबह बैठकर
That is why Baba wakes up early
याद करने की
morning and he makes an attempt to remember the father, because during the day he'll be engaged in many things.
याद करने की कोशिश करते हैं, वर्षा तो उनके उनसे ही भगवाना है,
Because you have to receive the inheritance from the father, so you must remember the
सब
father.
बच्चों को रोज समझाता,
The father explains
बच्चों
daily that, sweet children,
याद की यात्रा में बहुत कमजोर,
children, you are very weak in the second subject, that is you. Of course, you are very clever in knowledge.
अपने दिल से पूछ
Each one of you must ask yourself
बाबा की याद में कितना रहता,
that, how long do you remember the father?
दिन में बहुत काम भार में भी
Of course, it's okay if you are busy during the day in your activities, but Baba still tells us that it can be, you can make effort to remember the father while doing your work. What is that? Saying that while working with your hands, your heart should remember the father. Of course, you worship on the path of devotion, but your intellect wanders in many things.
अथवा कोई स्त्री का पति विलायत में होगा,
If anyone's husband is in foreign,
विलायत में चले,
then her thoughts would just go towards that side.
बुद्धि वहाँ चली जाएगी जिससे जास्त
The intellect is always drawn towards that side where you have a lot of connection. Though you do a lot of service, despite that Baba calls you a baby,
बच्चे लिखते हैं
many children write to Baba.
बाबा की याद भूल जाते
We forget Baba's remembrance. Baba tells,
बाप
oh,
को तो बेबी भी नहीं भूलती
Baba tells, even a small child doesn't forget the father, and you are much more younger and innocent than that child.
से
The father who gives
सेज
or
बच्चे
who makes you the prince or princess,
वह तुम्हारा बाप टीचर
he's your father, teacher, and guru, and you are forgetting such a father,
से तुम्हारे
and you are forgetting the one
बंधन है
with whom you have the most
जो बच्चे
uh,
अपना
most eternal relationship.
वो ताबेर बाप को देते हैं
Those children who give their entire
बाबा उन्हें
account or chart to the father,
राय देते
so Baba also gives direction to such children.
ताबेर पूरा बताएंगे
Those who share everything with the father, so Baba also gives direction to such
बच्चों
children.
को बताना चाहिए
Children are supposed to tell everything to the father,
कैसे याद
and you must also tell
करना
how do you remember the father, what's the method to remember the father,
कब याद करना
and when do you remember.
फिर बाप राय देंगे
Then the father gives that idea or
बाबा
his
समझ जाएंगे इनकी ये सर्विस है
teachings, that Baba also will understand that this is the kind of service this soul does, and according to the kind of service one does, what is the time available for that soul. Even those who are government servants, they have a lot of time.
काम थोड़ा हल्का हुआ बाबा को याद करते रहे
If they have a little time, they remember the father.
फिरते फिरते भी बाप को याद करो
You remember the father even while walking and moving around.
बाबा टाइम भी देते हैं
Baba also
अच्छा रात
gives
को
the
9
time.
बजे सो जाओ
It's okay, you sleep at 9 p.m. and then wake up at 2 or 3 p.m. 3 a.m. in the morning
परंतु
and remember
ये
Baba.
बैठने की
Come and sit here and sit in remembrance, but you don't make this practice. You can remember the father while walking and moving around.
फुर्सत नहीं
You children have a lot of time.
एकांत में पहाड़ों पर जाकर बैठते थे
Previously, you used to go up in the hills and sit in solitude and remember the father. And Baba tells you definitely have to remember the father. How would your sins be cleared?
बाप को याद
If
नहीं
you are unable to remember the father,
तो जैसे बेबी से भी बेबी कहते
you are more younger than the babies.
ज्ञान पर है
Everything depends on your remembrance. Effort lies in remembering the purifier father. This knowledge is very easy.
ये भी जानते
This
यहाँ आकर समझेंगे भी वही
you also know that only those who had come in the previous cycle will come here and they
बच्चों को
understand.
डायरेक्शन मिलते रहते हैं
Children always get the directions.
यहाँ कोशिश यही करनी है
The only effort which has to be made here is,
क्या कोशिश
what is that effort?
हम तमो प्रधान से
How do I become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan?
सिवाय बाप की याद के और कोई उपाय
There is no other way apart from remembering the father.
को बता सकते हो
You can tell Baba,
कि बाबा हमारा
Baba,
ये धंधा होने के कारण
Baba, because of having this kind of
कार्य होने
business or because of having this kind of task, I am unable to remember you.
बाबा फट से राय देंगे
Baba would immediately advise,
ऐसे नहीं ऐसे
Don't do that. Do like this.
तुम्हारा सारा मदार याद पर है।
Everything of yours depends on having remembrance.
अच्छे अच्छे
Many good
बच्चे
children
ज्ञान
give
में
this knowledge
बहुत
very
अच्छे
well
हैं।
and they make everyone happy,
किसको खुश कर देते हैं, परंतु योग नहीं।
but they don't have any yoga.
बाप को याद कर
Baba tells
ये
frequently to remember the
समझते
Father.
हुए भी फिर भूल जाते हैं।
Despite knowing
इसमें
that
ही
we have to remember the Father, still we forget. It requires a great deal of effort.
आदत पड़ जाएगी
Once it becomes a
तो
practice,
फिर
then
एरोप्लेन या ट्रेन में बैठे
then even if you are sitting,
अपने को लगे रहे।
if you are traveling through a flight or a train, then you will be able to have the constant remembrance of the Father.
हम
You
बाबा
will have
से
that happiness that
मनुष्य प्रिंस
we
प्रिंसेस बन रहे
we are becoming the future prince or princess through Baba.
कर ऐसे बाप की याद में बैठ
So create such thoughts, wake up early in the morning and remember the Father. If you get tired, then you can just lie down and remember Baba.
थक जाते हैं।
If you are tired, just lie down
बाबा ये
and remember. Baba gives so many ways.
चलते फिरते याद नहीं कर सकते।
If you are unable to remember the Father while walking and moving around,
अच्छा
so Baba tells it's
रात
okay.
को निष्ठा में बैठो तो कुछ तुम्हारा जमा हो जाए।
At least sit, have some special remembrance at night
जमा
to accumulate something.
परंतु ये जबरदस्ती एक जगह बैठना
However, you must not compel yourself to sit at one place for meditation.
तुम्हारा तो है
Yours, because it looks like Hatha Yoga, and yours is a easy one. While eating your meal, you remember the Father.
हम बाबा द्वारा विश्व का मालिक बन
We are becoming the masters of the world through Baba. This intoxication should be there. What education is being given now and who is giving? What are we becoming?
हम बाबा द्वारा विश्व का मालिक बन रहे।
We are becoming the masters of the world through Baba. You talk to yourself in this way.
मैं इस पढ़ाई से ये बनता हूँ।
I become this through this study.
पढ़ाई पर पूरा अटेंशन
You must have complete attention on your study
सब्जेक्ट ही थोड़ी
because you have very few subjects.
कितना थोड़ा समझाते हैं।
Baba explains very little.
कोई भी बात न समझो
If you don't understand anything, then ask Baba.
अपने को आत्मा समझना है।
Consider yourself to be a soul.
ये पुरुषार्थ
The main effort lies here,
आत्मा समझना है।
considering ourselves as souls, and then remember the Father.
ये शरीर को 5 भूतों
This body is made up of 5 elements.
महाभूत कहते हैं। तो 5 तत्वों का बना मैं शरीर हूँ।
To consider yourself to be a body is to have a wrong understanding.
अपने को भूत समझना ये है ही आसुरी दुनिया।
Baba says this is a devilish world and that is a divine world.
यहाँ सब देह अभिमानी हैं।
Everyone here is body conscious.
खुद को आत्मा कोई भी जानते नहीं।
No one knows about soul or no one considers. They talk about soul but they don't consider themselves to be souls.
रॉन्ग और राइट तो होता है ना।
So there is always a right and wrong.
अविनाशी है,
Now I, the soul, I am imperishable.
राइट।
Having the right understanding of the soul
शरीर
is a right thing, and considering the one as a perishable body, it's like having a wrong understanding.
अहंकार,
There is a lot of arrogance of this body.
अब बाप कहते हैं,
Now the father says,
देह
forget your bodies and
आत्मा अभिमान,
become soul conscious.
इसमें मेहनत,
It requires, of course, effort.
84 जन्म लेते हो,
You take 84 births,
अब घर चलना,
and now it's the time to go home.
तुमको ही इजी लगता है,
You find it easy
क्योंकि
because
तुम्हारे ही 84
you have taken 84 births.
84 जन्म जिसने लिए
Those who have taken 84 births,
समझ
they will understand it very easily.
सूर्यवंशी देवता धर्म वालों के 84 जन्म है।
The Sun Dynasty deities have taken 84 births. You must correct it and then mention it. You children read
करेक्शन
and, of course, make corrections.
उस पढ़ाई में भी नंबरवार होते हैं।
It's also number wise in that worldly study. If you study less,
पगार भी कम मिले,
of course, you will earn less income.
माना तनख्वाह,
You will receive a little salary.
सैलरी। अब तुम बच्चे बाबा पास आए,
You children have come to the Father
सच्ची सच्ची
to
नर से नारायण
to become a true Narayan from an ordinary human being and to listen to the true story of becoming a Narayan. The land of death has to finish
जाना।
and we have to go to the land of immortality.
अभी तो बच्चों को ये चिंता लगी,
You children have this concern.
कौन सी
What's
भावना
that?
लगी हुई है,
What is that?
तमो प्रधान
How
से
do we become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan?
पतित से
How do we become pure from impure?
पतित पावन बाप सभी बच्चों को एक
The purifier Father gives only one
कौन सी
way, that is,
सिर्फ कहते हैं,
he just says,
बाप को याद करो,
just remember the Father.
चार्ट रखो,
Maintain the chart,
तो तुमको बहुत खुशी,
then you will have limitless happiness.
अब तुमको ज्ञान है,
Now you have the knowledge.
अंधेरे,
The world is in extreme ignorance.
तुमको अब रोशनी मिली है,
You have received that enlightenment.
त्रिनेत्री त्रिकालदर्शी बन रहे,
You are becoming the Trinetri or Trikaldarshi.
मनुष्य है
There are many human beings,
जो कहते हैं
those who say,
ज्ञान तो जहाँ तहाँ मिलता है,
because they receive the knowledge
ये कोई नई बात नहीं,
anywhere, it's not a big thing, it's not even new,
ज्ञान तो
because
जहाँ तहाँ मिलता रहता है, ये कोई नई बात नहीं। अरे
the knowledge can be received anywhere.
कोई को मिलता ही नहीं,
So Baba tells this knowledge cannot be received by anyone, everyone.
फिर भी करते तो कुछ नहीं,
So Baba tells, even if you receive this kind, if you receive any knowledge there, you don't apply it in your practical lives. It's about bringing it in a practical form. Daily we must make effort.
से नारायण बनने का कोई पुरुषार्थ करते,
No one, do you think anyone makes the effort to become Narayan from an ordinary human being? Nothing.
तो बाप बच्चों को कहते हैं
So the father tells his children,
सवेरे का टाइम बहुत
The morning time is very good.
बड़ा मजा आता है,
You will enjoy a lot
शांत हो जाता
because the whole atmosphere will be
है,
peaceful
वायुमंडल अच्छा रहता
because atmosphere is good.
है, वेले
Amrit Vela,
बड़ा मजा आता है,
you get a lot of pleasure
शांत हो जाते हैं,
because the atmosphere is peaceful.
अच्छा रहता है। सबसे खराब वायुमंडल रहता है 10 से
The
12,
worst atmosphere is from 10 p.m. to midnight.
इसलिए
That's why
सवेरे का टाइम बहुत
morning time is good.
रात को जल्दी सो जाओ,
Just sleep early at night
फिर 2-3 बजे
and wake up at 2 or 3 a.m.
आराम से बैठ
Sit comfortably, then talk to Baba.
बाबा से बात करो, वर्ल्ड की हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी याद रखो,
Then just remember the history and geography of the world and just spin the discus.
शिव बाबा कहते हैं
Shiv Baba says,
मेरे में ज्ञान है ना,
I have this knowledge, right?
रचयिता और
The knowledge of the Creator and His creation.
मैं तुमको टीचर बनकर
I
पढ़ा,
become, Shiv Baba becomes the teacher and teaches us.
बाप को याद करते हैं।
You souls just remember the Father.
का प्राचीन योग मशहूर है,
The Raj Yoga, the ancient Raj Yoga of India is very well known. Whom should you?
माताएं बताओ
You should have yoga with whom?
योग किसके साथ लगाना है, बाबा के साथ,
With Baba.
ये भी लिखना है।
You must also mention this.
आत्मा का परमात्मा के साथ योग अर्थात याद।
The soul has yoga with the Father.
तुम बच्चे अभी जानते हो
You children now know that you are an all-rounder
से जन्म लेते
because you take 84 births.
यहाँ ब्राह्मण कुल के ही आएंगे।
Only those who belong to the Brahman clan will come here because we are Brahmins
अभी हम देवता बनने वाले।
and we are to become deities.
सरस्वती की बेटी
Saraswati is also a daughter. She is sitting here.
Baba is talking
Baba is talking about Mama. She is also a daughter.
बुढ़ापी को बहुत खुशी होती है,
Baba tells,
अभी
Brahma Baba says, I am old, but I am very happy that I now leave this body and take a birth to a king.
मैं पढ़ रहा
I am now studying and I will then have a golden spoon in the mouth.
तुम सबकी ये एम ऑब्जेक्ट है,
This is the aim and objective of
खुशी
you all. Why shouldn't there not be happiness?
ऊंचे थे
When the highest on high Baba is teaching us,
ऊंचे थे
the highest on high aim and objective is there,
ये बनने वाले हैं।
we are becoming that, then there must be limitless happiness.
मनुष्य फल क्या ही बोलते रहे,
Let human beings
फिर में
tell anything, no matter what they say.
तुम्हारी खुशी क्यों गुम हो,
Why should your happiness disappear?
बाप को याद ही नहीं करेंगे,
If you don't remember the Father, how do you become
कैसे बने?
a Narayan from an ordinary man?
कुछ बनना चाहिए ना,
You must then become the highest, right?
पुरुषार्थ करके भी
Make such effort to.
मूंझते क्यों,
Why do you get disheartened?
कोई हमें कुछ कहता
If someone says something,
मूंझते क्यों,
then why do you get disheartened?
दिल होल क्यों होते,
Why do you get discouraged?
इसका अर्थ है दिल शिकस्त क्यों होते,
Don't get disheartened that not everyone will become a king. If you get such thoughts,
माना fail.
you are you have
स्कूल
already
में
failed.
बैरिस्टरी इंजीनियरिंग आदि पढ़ते
When you study in a college, you become barristers or engineers. Do you think
ये
anyone
सब
says
बैरिस्टर थोड़ी बनेंगे
everyone cannot become a barrister?
नहीं पढ़ेंगे तो
If you don't study, you will fail.
16,108 की सारी माला है
The whole rosary is of 16,108.
थे
Who comes first?
जितना जो पुरुषार्थ
That will
करे,
depend on your efforts.
एक दो से तीखा पुरुषार्थ
Each of you is
करते हो ना।
making more effort than the next.
तुम बच्चों की बुद्धि में
It's
है
now in the intellects of you
अपने
children
ये
that
शरीर
you are to leave your old bodies and then
घर
return
जाना
home.
है। ये भी याद
If you just remember this much, then your efforts will become intense.
तुम बच्चों की बुद्धि में
It should remain in the intellects of you children that
कि सर्व
the bestower of liberation or liberation in life
मुक्तिदाता है ही एक।
for all is the one Father.
आज दुनिया में इतने करोड़ों मनुष्य हैं
You find many billions of people in the world,
सिर्फ 9 लाख
and here it's only 9 lakh.
ही अबाउट कहा जाता
Baba says it's only an approximate figure, it's not an accurate figure.
है अबाउट
It's just an approximate.
सतयुग में और कितने होंगे
And how many could be there in that golden age?
राजाए में कुछ तो आदमी चाहिए
Because we definitely
ये राजाए
want subjects in the kingdom, and the whole kingdom is being established at this time.
कई सलाहकार चाहिए
Sometimes we need advisors.
कुछ तो आदमी चाहिए ये राजाए स्थापन हो रही है बुद्धि कहती है
The intellect says that
युग में बहुत छोटा झाड़ होगा
the tree
बहुत
is very small in the golden age and it's just beautiful.
का वर्णन
Baba describes the golden age, right?
बहुत ब्यूटीफुल
It's very beautiful.
नाम ही है
The name itself is heaven,
पैराडाइज
paradise.
तुम बच्चों की बुद्धि में सारा चक्र फिरता रहता है
The knowledge of the cycle always remains in your intellect.
तो भी
Even if you just remember this, it's good.
ये खासी आदत होती है
Even if
कर्म को
Baba tells, even the cough or whatever the physical suffering is there because Brahma Baba used to cough. So that is also the suffering of the karma of the old shoe.
नहीं तो यहाँ मिलनी नहीं
You are not supposed to get new costume here.
जन्म तो मैं लेता नहीं
Baba doesn't take the rebirth,
न कोई गर्भ में जाता
nor he enters the womb.
मैं साधारण तन में
He enters an ordinary body.
वानप्रस्थ अवस्था
That too when the soul reaches the stage of retirement,
शांति धाम जाता
because this is the time to reach the land of silence, that is going beyond sound.
होनी है वैसे पुरानी दुनिया जरूर विनाश होगी
Because the old world is definitely going to be destroyed,
पूरा हो फिर
and the confluence age will definitely end, and then the golden age comes. You children must pay attention on the pilgrimage of remembrance.
जो अभी बहुत कम है
Baba tells it's very
ये बाबा
very less now.
सा टाइटल दिया
That is why Baba gives this title that you are a baby.
बेबी पना दिखाते
Because you show your natures like that, right?
याद नहीं कर सकता
When you say you are unable to remember the father, then you are called a baby.
तुम छोटे बेबी हो
You are
बाप को भूल
an
जाते
infant and you forget the father.
मीठे दिल मीठा बाप
The sweetest father, teacher, and guru is the most beloved for half a cycle, and you yet forget him.
आधा कल्प दुख में
For half a cycle, you have been remembering him when you were in sorrow and saying, "Oh God."
आत्मा
The
शरीर
soul
वाला
says this through the body.
अब मैं आया हूँ
Now that Shiv Baba has come,
अब अच्छी तरह
so you must remember him very well.
बहुतों को
You must show the path to many others.
आगे चलकर
As you make further progress, there will be a lot of expansion.
धर्म की वृद्धि तो
Religions do expand.
अरविंद घोष का मिसाल है
There is an example of this Arvind Ghosh.
इतने सेंटर्स
There are many centers today.
हर जगह उनके सेंटर्स
You find many centers today.
अभी तुम जानते हो वह सब है
Now you understand that that is the path of devotion.
ज्ञान मिलता है
Now you receive this knowledge.
बनने की ये नॉलेज है
This is the knowledge to become the elevated beings,
बनते
and you become deities from human beings.
आकर सब मुतबलीफी कपड़ों को साफ करते हैं
The Father comes and cleans all the dirty clothes. That is why there is a praise of the Father.
याद
The main aspect is to be in the pilgrimage of remembrance. The knowledge is very easy.
मुरली सुनकर मुरली पढ़कर सुना
Just read and listen to the Murli and relate it to others. Just remember the Father.
याद करते करते
By having the remembrance of the Father, the soul becomes pure
पेट्रोल भरता जाए
because it gets that fuel.
फिर आगे
Then the soul just flies.
शक्ति भर देते हैं
Baba just feels that power and knowledge in the soul.
सेवा
Then your soul can just run. What do you sit here by sitting in Madhuban? You just run to the centers.
ये शिव बाबा की बारात कहो
You can call this a part of the Shiv Baba's procession or his children. The Father says,
आया हूँ काम छिटा
I have now come to remove you from the pyre of lust and make you sit on the pyre of knowledge,
योग से हेल्थ
because you receive health through yoga and wealth through this knowledge.
वेल्थ में अच्छा
Acha.
मीठे मीठे सिक्के लगे बच्चों प्रति माँ
To the sweetest spiritual long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, father, and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning to the mother, father, and Bap Dada.
मॉर्निंग और नमस्ते
And Namaste to the mother, father, and Bap Dada. The essence for Dharana, the first one.
पहली पॉइंट एक ऑब्जेक्ट को सामने रख खुशी में
Just keep your aim and objective in front of you and remain happy.
ही दिल
Never become disheartened.
बनना है
Never have the thought that everyone
ख्याल
is not going to become a king.
कि सब बूढ़े ही राजा बने पुरुषार्थ कर उच्च
Make effort to claim the high status.
दूसरी
The second one,
मोस्ट
remember the most beloved father with a lot of love.
बड़े प्यार से
and don't become a baby in this.
बेबी नहीं बनना. याद के
The early morning is a very good time for having remembrance.
अच्छा आराम से
Sit comfortably in silence and remember Baba.
बैठकर याद करना. आज का
Today's blessing,
दादा का
today's sweet Bab Dada's blessing.
यज्ञ सेवा द्वारा
May you,
सर्व प्राप्तियों का प्रसाद प्राप्त
may you
वादे
serve this sacrificial fire and receive the prasad of all the attainments and then become an all-round server. To receive a chance to do all-round service at the confluence age is also to take a lift in the drama.
रहे जो प्यार से यज्ञ
Those
राउंड
who do
सेवा
all-round service of this yajna with love automatically receive the prasad of all the attainments.
वे निर्विघ्न रहे.
And then they remain free from obstacles.
बारी सेवा की
For any service they do, they receive the fruit of that service 1,000-fold.
सदा स्थूल और सूक्ष्म लंगर लगा के
Let there be that subtle and physical continuous offering
किसको
continue all the time. If you make anyone content, that is the biggest, it is the greatest service.
मेहमान निवासी
And in order to offer hospitality to your guest is the greatest fortune of all.
जो भी समझने आवे
Those who come here,
आज अवसर नहीं है ये
you can't tell I'm busy, I can't do this or that. You are not supposed to say. Just take 5 minutes, 10 minutes and attend them and explain to them.
ज्ञानदान
You must give the donation of the knowledge.
स्लोगन
Slogan:
स्व में स्थित
Remain stable in your self-respect.
अनेक प्रकार के
All types of arrogance will automatically finish.
स्वतः समाप्त हो जाए. अव्यक्त इशारा
Today's Abhyakt signal:
रूहानी रॉयल्टी
imbibe the personality of spiritual royalty and purity.
पर्सनालिटी आज का पॉइंट
Today's point is
जैसे
royal people of the world,
कभी
they never used their intellects or time
छोटी छोटी बात
for trivial things.
छोटी चीजों में अपनी बुद्धि व समय नहीं देते.
They see everything but they don't see at the same time. They hear but they don't listen. In the same way, you spiritual royal souls should not use your intellects or time for trivial things of the souls who are not royal.
जो रॉयल नहीं है उनमें अपनी बुद्धि व समय नहीं दे सकते. रूहानी रॉयल आत्माओं के मुख
You spiritual royal souls are not supposed to talk
का साधारण बोल भी
an ordinary word or anything waste.
ओम
Om
शांति.
Shanti. Om Shanti. Since today is Satguruvar, we will offer a book to Sweet Baba and all those sisters and brothers who are given their names to offer book. They are requested to sit in meeting hall where the trans messenger sister Rukmini Diti ji will come and meet all of you. The evening meditation from 6 to 8 p.m. is in Dadiji's meeting hall. Let's remember Baba.
ज्योतिर्मय देह धारण कर बाबा के पास जा महिमा अपरंपार। उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार, नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार, नीले अंबर के उस पार। हो नीले अंबर के उस पार।
तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी। बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। जो पल बीते तेरी यादों में, जो पल बीते तेरी यादों में, वो पल अविनाशी होते हैं, वो पल अविनाशी होते हैं। हर पल को सफल बना देंगे, हर पल को सफल बना देंगे, तेरी याद कभी ना छोड़ेंगे, तेरी याद कभी ना छोड़ेंगे। तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। यूं ही आप रहो संग संग बाबा, यूं ही आप रहो संग संग बाबा। इस दुनिया के सुख पाने क्या, इस दुनिया के सुख पाने क्या, लहराते रहे तेरी यादों में, लहराते रहे तेरी यादों में, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे। तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं।
बाबा तेरे हम रहे यही जिंदगी का सार है, बाबा तेरे हम रहे यही जिंदगी का सार है, इस भरे संसार में तेरा प्यार ही आधार है, इस भरे संसार में तेरा प्यार ही आधार है, बाबा तेरे हम रहे।
Om Shanti. I reached the subtle region after taking Bhog.
जैसे ही करीब नज़दीक में पहुँचती हूँ,
As I reached near to Baba,
आज बाबा के करीब बहुत ही सुंदर सुंदर कुछ मालाएं रखी हुई थी।
there were very beautiful garlands
एक सुंदर दिखाई दे रही थी। मैंने
or
कहा,
the rosaries which were kept in front of Baba.
इन मालाओं में क्या देख रहे हैं?
I just asked Baba, what are you seeing in these rosaries?
मुस्कुराने लगते हैं,
Baba just
फिर कहते हैं,
smiled by looking at my face and then started saying, child, Baba,
अपने बच्चों की सिमरन कर रहे हैं।
Baba is just remembering the children through the beads of the rosary and all the rosaries which were kept.
मोतियाँ
There were beautiful beads
ये जो मालाएं रखी थी, उसमें कुछ तो ऐसे लग रहे थे दाने बहुत बड़े बड़े थे।
and I could even find a bigger beads or a small ones.
तो बाबा कहने लगे कि
Then Baba started saying,
कौन सी माला की तरफ देख रही है?
child, you are looking at which rosary?
कौन सी माला कौन है तो मुझे भी मालूम नहीं है।
Baba, even I don't know
से बाबा
because
बोल रहे हैं, बता
from which perspective Baba is talking about, I'm not clear.
कहा कि आज बाबा
Then Baba said,
अमृत वेले से बच्चों की याद की माला मोतियों के रूप में
Baba is just
याद भी कर रहे, सिमरन
remembering
देख भी रहे थे।
the children in the form of beads of the rosary, and he is also looking at the children from Amrit Vela.
अपने अष्ट रत्नों की माला 108 की माला
Baba
16,108 की माला
Baba is just looking at the rosary of 8 and 108 and 16,108, and Baba is just looking at these
दूरादेशी होकर
beads with a far-sightedness
कहती है
and says,
8 की माला तो पूरी होने को आ गई।
now the 8 beads are
108
perfect,
की माला में
that time has come, and the
थोड़े
beads
से
of
कुछ मोती
the
कम दिखाई देते हैं
and there are
और 16,108 की माला
there is
उसमें
the rosary of 108 beads which is said to be ready.
मोती बाबा पिरोता है
Baba just
फिर कब निकाल देते हैं।
rotates, or he puts those beads in the rosary and you just come out.
मोती निकाल
Children, did you understand? What do you mean by putting those beads in the rosary and the beads start coming out?
बाबा कभी कभी मोती जो सिमरते हैं देखते
Baba
हैं,
sometimes,
जो देख
when he remembers those beads or looks at those beads, that is children, when he makes that rosary ready,
कोई ऐसा पुरस्कार बच्चों में देखते हैं
when he just looks at that effort,
दाने को बाबा फिर साइड कर देते हैं।
when Baba doesn't see that quality effort, Baba just keeps that bead aside.
कि बच्चों की संपूर्ण माला को देखना चाहते हैं।
Baba just wants to see that complete and the perfect stage of children so that the beads,
संपूर्ण माला होती है
that rosary becomes complete.
लोग बड़े प्यार से
Because people accept and they chant or they rotate the beads of the rosary only when it's complete,
तो बाबा ने कहा
whether it's about 8 or 108.
तरफ ये भी देख रहे कि
Baba on other side, he also looking at the effort of the children.
समय करा रहा है
It is the time which is inspiring the children.
पुरसाद करा रहा है
It is the time which is inspiring children to make effort,
आकर के पहुंचा है
because that last time has come. That is why Baba
मोतियों के रूप में माला को देख
is looking at the
बाबा ने कहा कि
children in the form of beads of the rosary.
बाबा के जो मोतियों के दाने जो देखने में बहुत सुंदर शोभित है
All the beads of the rosary which are visible as beautiful,
अटेंशन रख
Baba also keeps special attention on such beads.
थोड़ा सा भी दाग होता है
If there is a little flaw in any one of the beads, Baba just keeps that bead aside. That is why
विशेष चारों तरफ के ब्राह्मण बच्चों की
Baba,
मोतियों की माला को देख कर
while looking at the beads of the rosary,
होते हैं और दूसरे
Baba on one hand he becomes happy
बच्चे कुछ भी नादानी जैसा काम करते हैं
when they do something which is not apt, then Baba keeps such beads aside.
इसलिए बाबा विशेष सभी बच्चों के ऊपर ब्राह्मण बच्चों के ऊपर बहुत नज़र घुमाते हुए
Baba just keeps a lot of attention and he just looks at each and every Brahmin child. Then Bhog was there in front of Baba.
आत्माओं की भी विशेष
There was this special Bhog, and I just offered special remembrances and love of all those souls.
आप सभी को भी बहुत बहुत स्नेह भरी याद
Baba also gave the love-filled remembrance, and I just came down after taking those wishes and remembrance. Thank you. Om Shanti. Let's listen to respected Dadi Janki Ji's video. Sometimes some souls think that in today's times, how is it possible to be free from a worry? So Baba says, you should only worry.
तभी करो
Only worry is that
जब भी तुमको अपने
if you don't know your fortune.
भगवान ने
God has told us that our fortune is in our hands.
हाथों में ये बताया है सिखाया है चिंता काहे की
So why should you worry about anything?
तो जो सोच चिंतन
the one who teaches us to reflect on the self.
सोच चिंतन भी किसको कहा जाता है? वो
What is true reflection, self-reflection? This is also taught by the Father. Om Shanti.